Hey, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So what you guys today is a guide on how to get the survivor, JIN The Undertaker, in Fade to Silence, and I'm also going to tell you some of the benefits of having him and what he's really good at. You can pause and read the story if you want, but we're going to be going over it later in the video with the dialogue while meeting this character. If you look on the left, he has high melee, so he's good up close. He has low range, he can still use a bow, and he can use it decently well to initiate enemies. But the most important thing about him is his woodcutting, his construction, and his crafting, which we'll go over later in the video. Although this is a guide on how to get him, I currently do have him here, and we're just going to show you the location where you can find them. So, I'm going to take him on a little sled ride with the wolves, and it's really close to the camp, so you're not going to have to go really far. You're just going to want to take a right on this path, and you'll be there in no time. So this graveyard is a location where you're going to find them. You want to head up towards it and keep going higher up the graveyard, and you'll find them at the top with a campfire. Just wanted to show you guys a quick route so that you don't have to waste your time looking around for JIN, and you can just take the sled and get over here in no time at all. Also, if you haven't already noticed, survivors can ride on sleds with you, so you don't have to worry about them, dragging you down when you want to get around quick. When you're running through the graveyard, several monsters will spawn or really rise from the graves because there are dead people in graveyards, and the dead become corrupt monsters. So that's the whole thing with that. If you run through the route that I do, you only have to encounter, I believe, 3 spitters. They're no problem. Spitters are one of the easier monsters to kill in the game, but once you get up to the survivor, he's going to have an event for you where you have to take down, I believe, 3 rippers. So you do want to come prepared, have a decent amount of arrows, a good sword, potions, whatever you like to use while playing this game. If you head over to the direction that I'm going to, you'll be able to get some loot from this red orb thing. Pretty much what it is, you investigate it, and then the demon lord or whatever, the corrupt lord, comes out, and he gives you loot. I have no idea what that's about, but still, not going to complain. I think I want to head up a little more into the graveyard, and you're going to find another one of those. So, you can get some decent loot from that. I tend to get some healing supplements, some arrows, whatever, and it will be good to have it before you go into this event as well. To our right is actually the place you can find the survivor, JIN, but before I went in there, like I said, I grabbed another red orb thing so that I can get some stuff to face the monsters, even though I had no clue at the time what I'd be facing. So right there, I actually didn't get anything useful in order to fight these guys. But you're gonna find JIN over here, and he just has a giant campfire. Now I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can listen to the dialogue.
Please, put out that fire. You don't know what's out there.
Soon. It's almost done.
But, sorry, what's your name?
Jin. But I also know my duties.
What duties? Dying in vain for playing with fire?
It's hardly the first fire I've sparked.
Monsters coming. Put that fire out now.
So pretty much JIN is just out here burning some bodies, just like anyone normally would. And because of that, some monsters are being attracted to the flames. So your goal is to stop the monsters while JIN tries to put it out. Gonna come across 3 rippers. It's not a huge feat for me currently in the game, but at the beginning, with a regular bow, regular arrows, and I had a pickaxe as a sword, it can it can hurt a little bit. I don't think it'll be a huge challenge, but just be prepared. One thing I did wrong at the beginning is I didn't equip my arrows in the quick slot at the bottom left. So instead, I had to just go into my inventory and try to equip it there before anything would attack me again. And yeah, that's why you don't want to do that, because he'll just hit you before you have time to equip the arrows. So right now I'm just trying to kite him. I'm running around shooting them with arrows. If you do this method, it's not going to be too difficult to take him out. Just make sure you equip him to your hot bar or whatever, because it's a little more of a pain to try to go into your inventory quick, like I said before. Now that Jin put the fire out, your goal is to kill the rest of the monsters while he just sits there and watches you for no reason. You could help out a little bit, bud. Once you kill the last monster, it's going to cut to a dialogue scene with Jin again.
I owe you my life.
Wait. What is that?
Burnt bodies.
Was this your family?
No. I found them.
Why risk your life to burn dead strangers?
I don't want their souls to become corrupted.
Burning them before they return. That's admirable, but dangerous.
No soul should remain in an undead hell, despite the dangers.
Once they finish talking, Jin will be able to join your camp. As you can see to the left, he has all those abilities, which are going to be really important.
I have a safe place
And
to stay.
you're pretty much going to ask him if he wants to come to your camp, and he'll be like, yes, all the living should be together, whatever. So then you can take him to your camp, or you can fight with him. It's pretty cool. So you can build, upgrade, defend. That's what they're used for, and it's extremely important to upgrade and build stuff, because you won't be able to advance past tier 1 weapons or any items at all if you don't upgrade or get survivors.
The next is worse.
One of Jin's abilities is in construction, and that's going to be really important for building some of the higher tier buildings. So as you see here, this is going to take expert construction, which I can use because during this time my Jin was leveled enough where he was an expert, I guess, constructor. So I can build an occult laboratory, which is pretty cool. Also, a lot of the materials used for these buildings, you have to have someone with the woodcutting skill, which Jin also has. So he can construct, he can cut wood, and the last thing he can do is he has a crafting skill. The crafting skill I find to be a little more common than the construction one, but it's still really important to have. It's used to craft stuff like the satchel you'll get to increase your inventory, even more than the pouch. You're going to get a tier 2 bow or a tier 3 bow when you upgrade a little further. And the longer that Jin is in your camp, he might become an expert, which means that the crafting time it will take normally will actually be reduced. So as you can see here with this regular crafter, took 5 hours to create that, but if I switch over to Jin, it will only take 3. These last bits are just gonna be him on an expedition with me, and I'm just letting him kill some monsters to see how powerful he is. Although he does do a decent amount of damage, he's sort of dumb. So, you know, he shoots with the bow to initiate the enemies, and they'll come running at him, and he can take him out decently well, but he doesn't really block that often, and he doesn't have a lot of health. So if you're gonna fight with him, make sure he has decent armor, or that you're fighting with him instead of letting him do all the work. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed them, please hit the like button, sub if you haven't already subbed, and turn the notification bell on if you want to see more of these videos in the future. Also, if you have any suggestions for future videos on this game or other games, then please let me know in the comments. I do have some more planned, and I have nearly beaten the game, so I'll show some of the end game stuff later. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.